Ladies and gentlemen, do not let another's chaos disturb your peace. You see, life has this way of testing us, of placing people and situations in our path that feel like they have power over us. But that's the illusion, isn't it? No one truly has power over you unless you hand it to them. When you allow someone's actions, their words, or even their silence to govern your thoughts, you're giving them more than they ever earned. You're surrendering the sanctuary of your mind to their storms. And for what? To worry about things you cannot control. Let go of the idea that closure must come from others. Closure is not a gift they give, it's a decision you make. It's realizing that your value doesn't shrink just because someone couldn't see it. You were whole before they came along, and you will be whole after. You see, every time you choose peace over conflict, silence over argument, and self-respect over doubt, you reclaim a piece of yourself. Letting no one worry you is not an act of defiance, it's an act of self-love. You rise not by resisting them, but by refusing to let their shadows darken your light. So let them say what they will. Let them do what they choose. That's their path, not yours. Your journey is to become so centered, so grounded in who you are, that their storms can't move you. Not because you are indifferent, but because you've chosen freedom. Let no one worry you, not because you don't care, but because you care too much about the life you're building to let it crumble for someone who was only passing through. Their part in your story is over, yours has just begun. Keep writing. In life, our peace of mind is our greatest asset. Yet, too often we give it away freely. We allow the actions, opinions, and judgments of others to occupy space in our thoughts, cloud our judgment, and disrupt our emotional equilibrium. But why should anyone else have the power to live rent-free in your mind? Why should their opinions or mistakes hold such a firm grip on your inner world? The truth is, the space in your mind is sacred. It is meant to be a sanctuary where you cultivate your dreams, nurture your growth, and build your strength. But when you allow others to take up residence there, you surrender this sacred ground. Their words replay in your thoughts. Their actions become your emotional burden. Their chaos becomes your distraction. It's time to break free from this cycle. The first step is to recognize that you cannot control what others do or say, but you can control how you respond. When someone wrongs you, it's tempting to dwell on their actions, replaying the events over and over in your mind. But what does that achieve? It doesn't change the past, it only anchors you to it. Letting go doesn't mean you approve of their behavior. It doesn't mean you forget what happened. It simply means you choose to stop allowing it to control you. You free yourself from the mental and emotional chains that keep you tied to their actions. You reclaim the energy that was spent worrying about things beyond your control. Think about it, the people who occupy your thoughts may not even realize the power they have over you. They've moved on, while you're stuck replaying the same scenes in your mind. Why should their influence linger? Why should you carry the weight of someone else's actions? Breaking free requires a shift in mindset. It's about understanding that your peace of mind is too valuable to be given away cheaply. Protect it fiercely. When negative thoughts arise, replace them with ones that uplift you. When someone's actions tempt you to react, pause and ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Is this worth my peace? This doesn't mean you avoid all conflict or difficult emotions. It means you engage with them from a place of strength and clarity, not from a place of reaction or obsession. It means recognizing that your thoughts are your responsibility, and no one else can dictate how you feel unless you allow them to. So take back control. Evict those who occupy space in your mind without permission. Let their words and actions stay where they belong in the past. Redirect your focus to what truly matters: your growth, your happiness, and your peace. You are the landlord of your mind. It's time to enforce the rules. Let no one rent space in your thoughts without paying the price of adding value to your life. There is a profound strength in walking away. It's not an act of weakness, but a declaration of your self-worth. To walk away without regrets is to understand that not every battle is worth fighting. Not every person deserves your time, and not every situation needs to be endured. It is a reminder that your energy is finite, and where you invest it matters deeply. When you walk away, you're not quitting, you're choosing yourself. You're choosing peace over chaos, dignity over drama, and clarity over confusion. Yet many hesitate to leave situations that no longer serve them because they fear the shadow of regret. They wonder, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm leaving something good behind? The truth is, regret is rarely about the act of leaving. It's about leaving without intention. To walk away without regrets, you must walk away for the right reasons. Ask yourself, am I walking away because this situation no longer aligns with my values, my peace, or my growth? If the answer is yes, then you're not running from something, you're walking towards something better. Walking away doesn't mean there is no love, no care, or no connection. It simply means that you recognize when a path has reached its natural end. You don't force something to fit when it's no longer working. You don't stay where your soul is shrinking to accommodate someone else's chaos. There is power in knowing when to leave. It's about trusting your intuition. Your heart often knows long before your mind accepts it. Listen to that voice inside you. It doesn't speak loudly, but it speaks truthfully. It reminds you that your value is not tied to who stays or who leaves your life, but to the way you honor yourself. Walking away also demands courage. It requires facing the unknown and embracing uncertainty. But here's the beauty of it: every step away from what no longer serves you is a step towards something that will. Even if you can't see it yet, trust that letting go creates space for new beginnings. Some may accuse you of being selfish or unkind for choosing to leave. But remember, walking away without regrets isn't about pleasing others. It's about being true to yourself. It's about understanding that staying in situations out of guilt, obligation, or fear only drains your energy and stunts your growth. In the end, walking away is a choice to honor your journey. It's a commitment to living authentically and refusing to settle for less than you deserve. So when you feel the weight of staying, remind yourself you don't owe anyone your misery. You owe yourself your freedom. Walk away without regrets, not because it's easy, but because you are worth it. Let your steps be guided by purpose, your heart by peace, and your mind by clarity. Trust that every ending is just a new beginning in disguise. In a world where everyone has something to say, it's easy to get lost in the noise of opinions. People will always have ideas about who you should be, how you should act, and what you should do. But here's the truth: their opinion doesn't define you. It never has, and it never will. Too often, we let the voices of others dictate how we see ourselves. A harsh word from someone we care about can linger, shaping our thoughts and chipping away at our confidence. A critical comment from a stranger can make us question our decisions. But think about it: why should someone else's perception carry more weight than your own understanding of who you are? No one else has lived your life. They haven't walked your path, felt your struggles, or dreamed your dreams. Their judgments are based on their limited view, filtered through their own experiences and insecurities. It's not a reflection of your truth, it's a reflection of theirs. When you internalize someone else's opinion, you give away your power. You let their narrative overshadow your own. But life isn't about fitting into someone else's mold. It's about embracing your unique journey and standing firm in your identity. Rising above their opinions doesn't mean you ignore all feedback. It means you learn to discern. Ask yourself, does this opinion align with my values? Does it help me grow, or does it hold me back? If it doesn't serve your growth, let it go. You don't have to carry the weight of someone else's expectations. The most successful, fulfilled people in life aren't the ones who seek to please everyone, they're the ones who stay true to themselves. They understand that not everyone will agree with their choices, and that's okay. You weren't put on this earth to be universally liked. You're here to live authentically, to make your mark in a way that's true to you. Think of the times you've allowed someone's opinion to affect you. Did it change who you are, or did it hold you back from becoming who you were meant to be? The opinions of others are just words. They have no power unless you give it to them. To rise above, You must build an unshakable foundation of self-belief. Remind yourself of your worth, your values, and your goals. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, not those who tear you down. And most importantly, trust your intuition. You know yourself better than anyone else ever could. Their opinion doesn't define you because you are so much more than their limited understanding. You are resilient, capable, and worthy. Stand tall in your truth and let their judgments fade into the background noise where they belong. Remember, the only opinion that truly matters is the one you hold of yourself. So rise above, walk confidently in your own path, and let the world see you for who you really are. A breakup can feel like the end of the world. It's as if the ground beneath your feet has shifted, and suddenly you're left questioning everything you're worth, your future, and your strength. But what if I told you that breakups, painful as they are, hold the potential for something extraordinary? They are not the end, but the beginning of a profound transformation. When someone exits your life, it's natural to grieve. Allow yourself that space to feel, to process, and to heal. But don't let grief become your permanent home. Instead, use it as fuel to ignite a breakthrough. Breakups reveal what no longer serves you, peeling back the layers of dependency and uncovering the strength that has always been within you. This is your opportunity to rebuild not just the parts of your life that felt broken, but your entire sense of self. Ask yourself, who am I outside of this relationship? What dreams have I buried to make room for someone else? A breakup is a mirror reflecting both the parts of yourself you've neglected and the potential you've yet to unlock. The pain you feel isn't meant to destroy you, it's meant to shape you. Pain is a teacher, whispering lessons about resilience, self-worth, and growth. It pushes you to confront the uncomfortable truths you've been avoiding. It teaches you to rely on yourself and to recognize that your happiness cannot and should not depend on someone else. Breakthroughs happen when you shift your perspective. Instead of seeing a breakup as a failure, view it as a redirection. Life has a way of removing what doesn't align with your purpose to make room for what does. Trust that this ending is clearing the path for something better, even if you can't see it yet. This is your time to focus on you. Reconnect with your passions, your goals, and your dreams. Dive into the hobbies you've set aside. Strengthen the relationships that lift you up. Invest in your growth emotionally, mentally, and physically. As you pour into yourself, you'll discover a newfound confidence and independence that no one can take away. Remember, breakthroughs aren't always loud and dramatic. Sometimes they're quiet moments of realization, the day you wake up and realize you haven't cried, the moment you laugh and feel joy without guilt, or the instant you look in the mirror and see someone stronger, wiser, and more capable than before. A breakup doesn't define you, but how you rise from it does. Let this be your turning point. Let this be the moment you choose to turn pain into purpose, heartbreak into healing, and endings into beginnings. You are unshakable. No breakup, no loss, no pain can diminish your worth. Use this time to rebuild a life so full, so vibrant, and so aligned with your true self that when you look back, you'll realize this wasn't the end. It was the breakthrough that set you free. Life is filled with countless voices, some encouraging, others critical. It's easy to get caught up in what people think of you or expect from you. But the truth is, the key to lasting peace lies in letting no one worry you. Emotional freedom isn't about detachment from others. It's about mastering the art of not allowing external noise to disturb your inner calm. Every day, people will have opinions about how you should live, who you should be, and what you should do. These opinions can weigh heavily on your heart, especially when they come from people you care about. But consider this: the worries of others are often a reflection of their own fears, insecurities, and limited perspectives, not of your worth or potential. When you let others worry you, you hand over your power. You let their doubts cloud your clarity and their fears slow your progress. But here's the good news: you don't have to accept their baggage. You don't have to let their worries become your own. Letting no one worry you begins with recognizing what you can and cannot control. You can't control how others perceive you or what they say about you. What you can control is how you respond. Will you let their words linger in your mind, or will you rise above and focus on what truly matters? Freedom comes when you stop seeking validation from others. When you realize that your worth is not tied to their approval, you unlock a new level of confidence. You understand that no one else's opinion can define you unless you allow it to. Your life is your own, and it's too precious to be governed by the fleeting thoughts of others. Letting no one worry you doesn't mean you stop caring or become indifferent. It means you choose where to invest your energy. You care deeply about the things that align with your values and goals, but you don't waste energy on what distracts you from your path. This practice requires mindfulness and self-awareness. When someone's opinion threatens your peace, pause and reflect, why am I letting this affect me? Is this worry based on truth, or is it just noise? Most often you'll find it's the latter. And when you do, let it go. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, but also learn to stand firm when others don't. Your peace of mind is not negotiable. Guard it fiercely. Remember, the world will always have opinions, but it's your choice whether to listen or rise above. Let no one worry you, because your journey is unique. It's filled with possibilities that only you can see. Stay grounded in your truth. Stay focused on your growth. And let the worries of others remain where they belong, outside the gates of your mind. Emotional freedom is not about isolation, it's about liberation. And when you master this, you'll find a peace that no one can take away.